Time Tuesday, April 5, 2022, 11:54 p.m. Ricky and Terry. Another week has gone by. Historical data has still not been provided. Accounts have not been relocated to a financial institution that did not support Nazis or Jeffrey Epstein. For the record, let me recognize that my emails are not being responded to my instructions for how to safeguard my network app, and I'm continuing to be ignored. Historical data has been repeatedly refused. If nothing else, it also serves as post content for my communist crypto podcast newsletter and the court of public opinion. In the meantime, I built myself a VR environment of live real-time data feeds to keep a better eye on the landscape. Jamie Dimon was trending this morning. Oddly enough, apparently JP Morgan Chase stand to lose over one in the Ukraine nastiness. If he is echoing the sentiments of Klaus Schwab, of the WWF, Bill Gates, Bezos of the WHO, and Larry Clinton, all of Hollywood, the mainstream media press, the illegitimate potato regime with the influence peddling son. Basically everyone that was perfectly in sync with Orange Man bad. Russia, 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 Russia. Steele dossier, denying Hunter Biden's laptop, impeachment 1 and 2. Walls are closing in, COVID fortified election, wear your mask. Take the jab twice, 3 times, 4 is ready. Everything is fine, adults are in the room. Afghanistan, build back better. Ukraine, biolabs is those neo-Nazis. Original recipe Nazis, transmitter Disney, double down, detention, Brown, Pino, and Nicola Jackson for SCOTUS. And of course this is all intentional and orchestrated like everything else. Another perfect example is the criminal grifting of my family's wealth. I warned you last week, the yield curve has shifted, which means the artificially manipulated market is going to finally crash. As I have been telling you, it was safe to assume your elite clients have had safeguards in place, while I am supposed to get wiped this time around. I have also previously provided detailed historical data demonstrating a market collapse following every yield curve shift in history. Apparently, when I warned you several years ago, Trump artificially kept the market afloat by printing trillions. Still nothing in comparison to what the demon crowds have grifted. What we called it 2020. Today BLM got caught today. Another 6.5 purchase while I have been renting and pissing away my resources and your existence for the past 30 years. Best economy ever, you declared. Stock market is at an all-time high. You said it was ignored again in Jan 2020 when again warned of a crash. Nothing, and this the greatest transfer of wealth in human history. Metals is the obvious hedge and safeguard, and of course I still have none. Despite, yet still, after 30 years of pleading, I have none. Another quick note, and found this very breaking story that should be of interest to Matt Lerman, anal rape enthusiasts. Glad to see this story is not being shelved altogether. Also of note should be with Sharon Close while she hard to detect discussing hackable humans, and they're calling you old time, or what they them are now referring to as the useless class. Is it still a conspiracy when they tell you themselves are Russian disinformation? It's frustrating, kinda like watching your money not get traded, but being able to trade yourself and having to watch Nancy Pelosi criminally make millions on insider information, while betting on the very same companies I beget you to put my money in. I have written 300 plus articles on the subject that collectively should evidence that I clearly do know what I'm talking about and am more than well informed on the subject. In fact, I am one of the authorities on the subject. But still nothing, see XrUpdate.News. Same situation, watching people flip homes while I have been forced to deplete my resources paying off other people's mortgages. The most insulting part of it is that you sent me to take the real estate salesperson's class and get my license, and then treat me like an idiot, as though I do not understand how the market works. Gold, silver, more and orchestrated economic collapse news. I do not remember I sent this specific piece to you, but I know I have followed other articles and interviews with Ray Dalio and Robert Kiyosaki discuss what was coming and is exactly. This has been trending now for a month. I also sent you both Kiyosaki's warning and this paraphrase and update from my diet sale daddy wanted and you ignored it. Along with Tony's segment on the BlackRock execs mornings, the fringe YouTubers are finally reporting on this, and the MSM will probably get around to it in June, when it will be far too late to do anything about it. When it will be far too late to do anything about it. When it will be far too late to do anything about it. US dollar being used as an instrument of war. It's the end game. The petrodollar collapse is here. Disaster for USA. Disney collapse. We need to start a forensic accounting process and legal proceedings before the vaccine COVID blood clots or myocarditis gets you. I guess we will keep this short for today. I'm still fighting for you to finally do the right thing before your soul goes straight to hell. I am expecting a thoughtful and reasonable response, as my previous 2 or 3 emails have not been responded to at all, let alone adequately, with less than I had yesterday. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Alexander Gordon Burnett. Follow-up update through App 7 2022 at 11:04 a.m. Mickey and Terry, as you are fully aware, I do not have an address for you to send it to. You left me homeless when I got kicked out of my house after paying all my bills through rent moratorium. I did not want to stay in Nevada and did not want to sign another lease. Your response was the same as when I need to vacate the black mold infested apartment on Southport. You forced me to spend all my savings to pay for the move again, deplete my 50th birthday distribution on moving. Would I ask you to again buy the house instead of renting it? Could have been a quick flip at worst that would have managed to hit the 250,000 instead of costing me more, leaving me with less. Or that was always the plan. US dollar being used as an instrument of war. It's the end game. The petrodollar collapse is here. Disaster for USA. Disney collapse. We need to start a forensic accounting process